Hello and welcome back. Today I'm in my studio and I'm sketching. I'm sketching for my nature journal. I'm also going to be doing some sketching for upcoming demos for you here on YouTube. And of course, more sketching for my Patreon group. So today I thought I'd share some loose plant sketching with you here. And of course, with loose sketching, just like loose painting, we try to capture the essence of what we're trying to sketch without including too much detail. So I'm just going to be creating sort of lots of scribbles to create the impression of this group of ferns that you see here. But first, the obligatory promo for my new book, Landscapes in Watercolour, Techniques and Tutorials for the Complete Beginner. You can find it to purchase on all good online bookstores in the UK and to pre-order elsewhere in the US. I think it's out in the beginning of July. So take a look at the links below. So on with the sketching, and as I said at the beginning, loose sketching is trying to create the impression of what we want to represent on the page. I started off with a really loose pencil outline, and now I'm going over it with fine liners. I'm using waterproof fine liners just in case I might decide to paint over the drawing once it's finished. But for now, I'm trying to create just the impression of these beautiful plants. The pencil lines have given me the curves that I need in order for a viewer to recognise the distinctive shapes of ferns, the way they grow, the way they overlap. So that's what I'm trying to achieve, just using scribbly marks. I'm adding more weight and therefore more tone to certain lines and marks in certain places. I'm overlapping some of my fern fronds, but all the time keeping in mind what I've observed about ferns, which is the way they curve, the way they overlap, and the way the fronds grow out from the stems. So I'll leave you with a bit of music now while I continue with my loose, scribbly sketching. So as I add the stalks for the fronds, I'm adding more value and increasing the sort of scribbly nature of it to sort of intensify the density of the ferns at the base. So here's the finished ink sketch, and I'm hoping that I created the impression that I wanted of realistic looking ferns, but just by suggesting them through my mark making, which is very loose, but by the same token deeply rooted in observation of the plant itself, so that I can try and capture the essence of that with my scribbly marks. If sketching isn't part of your practice, whatever genre you paint in, whether it's landscape or flower painting, portraits, anything like that, I'd highly recommend you to begin to observe the world around you and to start building a loose sketching practice into your art practice, and you'll find it will really help you to progress with your painting, because sketching is a foundational skill for painting, and if we can learn to observe and translate what we observe onto the paper in our sketching, it becomes much easier to then move on to producing paintings. So I hope you found that helpful. Let me know in the comments if you have a sketching practice and if you find it really helps with your painting. And please don't forget to hit the thumbs up button and maybe consider subscribing to our channel if you aren't already, as it really helps with our reach on YouTube. And thanks again to everybody that supports us on Patreon. We really do appreciate you. I'll see you again soon. Take care, happy sketching and happy painting. Bye.